And now to thousands of additional UAW members joining the picket line today. 6,800 workers walking off the line at the Sterling Heights Assembly Plant. The plant, which makes the Ram 1500, is one of Stellantis' biggest moneymakers. The union saying Stellantis currently has the worst proposal on the table in regards to wage progression, cost of living adjustment, and more. 7 Action News reporter Whitney Burney has been talking with workers in Sterling Heights all day and joins us live with how they're reacting to joining the stand-up strike. Whitney.
Hey, Glenda. Well, workers out here are fired up, and they have been all day. It's been nonstop horns blowing, lots of sounds. They've even had a drum out here earlier this afternoon. They tell us that they're excited to be joining the fight for what they believe is a fair contract. You can see some of those workers gathered here outside of one of the SHAP entry points. They've been setting up pretty similar to what we see at other striking plants across Metro Detroit. Workers say they're hopeful that this will be the last plant called to join the strike before deals are reached. To the sound of a beating drum and blaring horns.
Having a hard time with their bills and putting food on the table, and it's about time that we get what is owed to us.
UAW workers are walking lock and step behind their leader, Shawn Fain. This morning, around 6,800 workers at the Sterling Heights Assembly Plant joined the UAW strike, now in its 6th week, quickly grinding production to a halt at the SHAP plant.
Your CEOs are making over $400,000 a week. People are making $700 a week.
For people that have a little bit more seniority than me, they gave up a lot of things, got no increases over a lot of amount of years to help this company get through the bankruptcy, to get through hard times.
The plant, which was built in 1953, is where the automaker produces the popular Ram 1500 truck. A large part of the reason it was targeted, as the union says Stellantis has fallen behind both Ford and GM in their offers.
It's going to have a huge impact. It's their moneymaker. So just like Kentucky Truck Plant was for Ford, I mean, it's going to have a massive impact. And like I said, we've been patient.
The automaker responding this afternoon saying they are outraged that the union decided to expand the strike, citing productive conversations at the bargaining table and their latest offer, which included a 23% wage increase over 4 years and a near 50% increase to retirement savings contributions. They went on to say the union's strategy of wounding the big three will have long-standing consequences. What do you make of the companies continually coming out and saying they can't do more?
We know they can. I mean, they've made $250 billion in the last decade. I mean, Stellantis alone made $12 billion in the first 6 months of this year. They can afford this.
Workers say they're hopeful this expansion will bring them a deal.
Yeah, I think we're the straw that breaks the camel's back, and I think we're the one now that gets their attention.
Now, UAW President Shawn Fain says that he believes that Stellantis and the union could come to an agreement as early as the end of this week. They just say it'll take the companies stepping up and offering more in those contracts. Meantime, Stellantis says they're still waiting for a counteroffer from the union and have not received one at this point. For now, live here in Sterling Heights, Whitney Burney, 7 Action News.
All right, Whitney, thank you. In the